Hi writers, and welcome back to the next research video of our series as promised. This video is going to go over a few of the other databases that I mentioned in the last video. If you didn't watch that one, no problem, because we're kind of starting fresh in a way. I'm just going to the link on week 13 for research in the library database. You can just go directly to the library from the VC homepage as well. Clicking on the link is convenient in some ways, but again, there are more than one way. There's more than one way to the mountaintop here, folks. I am going to go ahead and sign in. It's going to look like this. If you are using the link, you'll just type in your last name. I can't remember if it's capitalized, but we'll find out. And your student ID number, you can find that on the portal if you're logged in. It's on the top right-hand side when you're logged in. Again, I'm logged in now. It will say your name if you're logged in here at the top, and that will make accessing information here a little easier. But you can also go through the library on the portal as well. So again, we're going to look at some databases. The last video, we looked at the VC Library Catalog. Anything that you type in here is going to reveal books that are available in the VC library and resources that are in book form. If you do the drop-down, you can do online databases, or you can do catalog and databases, or all VCCCD library catalogs. So that's within our district, Moorpark College in Oxnard. This video is going to go over the online databases that are listed here. So just want you to look at all the awesome stuff here. We've got library use only books, textbooks in the lending library. We have Ask a Librarian. If you're on the library homepage, you'll see a little screen with a chat for a librarian. Please talk to our librarians. They're amazing. And this is what they do for a living. They find information, and they're really great resources. So use their services. Again, there's library guides. There's the Reading and Writing Center, the Tutoring Center, lots of different information here. I encourage you, please check it out. This is all updated information. We have lots of people working on updating our website, especially with COVID, but even before COVID, to make it awesome. We've got books and newspapers here. You can see LA Times, Ventura County Star, super awesome resources for very current local information. And it will cover a wide variety, whether it's body image or domestic violence or healthy relationships, any of those topics you can find here. But we're going to be looking at CQ Researcher and opposing viewpoints in this particular video. I only have a 15-minute block, and so let's get started. We'll start with CQ Researcher. You can click on that link. There's so many databases that you really have to decide how you're going to enter in and which ones you want to look at. Just kind of carve out a little space for yourself to very patiently learn the art of waiting on the internet to load and waiting to see what information pops up. So one of the reasons I would encourage using CQ Researcher is because it is visually stimulating. It is sectioned off in a way that makes it very easy to navigate. It breaks down information for you in such a logical way. It does so much work for you, so you can just gather the research and move forward. If you look here, when I log in, the first page that I see is preventing wildfires. Very important topic for us in our nation, in our state, and you can see how it's broken down. We have an overview, and you can click on read the full report. All of this information you can email to yourself. You can also cite it in MLA format or whatever format you're using in any given class. In our class, it's MLA format as usual. You can look at the current situation, the chronology or historical ordering of events. You can look at pro-con, what? It will break it down for you. So again, this is an awesome database. You can look at recent reports, systematic racism, COVID-19 pandemic, political polls, all stuff that's happening right now. So CQ stands for Congressional Quarterly, and so if you want more information on that, then you can go ahead and search what we do about this particular database. This is in-depth reports on today's issues. If you were researching, I just clicked on this, and the things that pop up immediately are transgender, ocean pollution, antibiotic-resistant crisis, and funding models. So I'm going to go with it. I'm going to click on the first one here, which is transgender, and I'm going to click search. Again, Any topic that you find interesting that you would love to research is going to pop up on here most likely. And so you can see, just to give you a sense of what it looks like. So you can see there are lots of results that popped up just for that key term. 59 results. We're looking right now at 25 out of the 59 on this page. Transgender rights. This is something with Navy SEAL with transgender. It's a report from 2015. We have a short report here from recently, last month, 10/22/2020. And so again, you can see just by skimming the titles, you can see what different issues are being reported in regards to LGBTQ plus community. So you can figure out how to narrow down your search just by looking at this. Again, there's also ways to help you on the side here. If you are not really sure, I really want you to have an intention and a goal of having your research topic set by this week, so you're just moving forward and you have that momentum. And so use these topic narrow downs to help you. If you're interested in arts, culture, and sports, then you would go ahead and click on that, and it will also further narrow. So you've got 3 things that pop up. They may be things you've thought about before, things you haven't thought about before, but again, go back to your heart center and trust your intuition. It will, learning to listen to your intuition and really hear it beyond the fear, beyond the uncertainty, beyond the unknown, and listening to your own heartbeat and following that. Really good advice in life and when you're researching as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the next one that popped up on here, which is ocean pollution. And you can follow these searches as far as you want to go. If you're interested in the environment or ocean pollution, you can look and other things will pop up. Again, you can see the date. I'll click on the first one so you can see what it looks like. CQ Researcher is very navigatable. Not sure that's a word, but it should be. I think it might be. Google it and get back to me. Look how it's broken down, folks. All the work, again, is synthesized logically and done for you. You still have to find the information, read through it, synthesize that additionally for your research purposes. But look what we have here. We've got the environmental protection issue tracker. So you can see here, it goes back. Look at these dates, folks. And you can get inspired by different topics. Again, how it's broken down, we have the overview part here, and we have information. If you want to view it as a PDF, which I strongly encourage that you do, you can save it, you can email it to yourself, you can put it on your computer and read it later. When I'm researching, I'm like a scribe, I'm like a little honey badger digging. I find information and I immediately save it to my desktop. I create a file on my desktop of all the crap that I found, and then later I go back and I really read through everything. But again, PDFs are awesome, super easy to read, visually stimulating. Plastic pollution, can the global mess be cleaned up? Can it be cleaned up? Important for all of us, right? This is what we're going to be looking at in this report. And so you can kind of see, you can scroll down and you can see this sad little turtle, and you can look at the information here. Again, you can look at the issues. It'll break down with graphics, which you can include. You can see the garbage patches. There are 5 major patches that are scattered around our beautiful, beautiful Mother Earth. And you can see what that looks like. An estimated 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic, known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Insane and happening right now. You can also research landfills, folks. We have Chiquita Canyon. If you're navigating over towards Magic Mountain, we take our trash and we bury it in the earth. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. So again, you can look through, see what's interesting to you, and this will break it down for you. I'm just going to scroll back up, slow enough to not give you vertigo, so you can see what this report looks like. Again, that's just the PDF version. You can download it, you can save it, and you can read over it at your leisure. But again, that's some of the information on our topic here. You can also break down overview, background, current situation, outlook. This is all the information, folks. Pro con for those topics that are really divided and polarized, which many are. And so you can read the different viewpoints, but you can navigate through this information. You can cite it if you click on Cite Now. We're at about 10 minutes in the video, so I just want to show you as much as I can. You can click on MLA citing. Again, double check it. You have your author, you have the title of your article, you have where it comes from, which is CQ Researcher Database in italics, the date that it was posted, and the link as well, so you can export that. You can copy it and paste it, right? So it really helps to use the database. Again, that is CQ Researcher. I am going to go back to the library database page here, and I'm going to click on Opposing Viewpoints. These are two of my favorite databases for lots of reasons. The information is synthesized, it's visually stimulating, there's so much variety, and it's easy to navigate. It's fun, almost, dare I say, fun to navigate. So again, check out Opposing Viewpoints. It is what it says it is. Oops, sorry about that. Let me just pop back. I accidentally clicked on my Google link when I was trying to fix it. You can tell, just take a second, look over. This is what's happening now, folks. Look how many of these are updated. Criminal justice, rap and hip hop music, sentencing and prison reform, arms trade. Look at the higher categories and the subcategories. So I have to click on rap and hip hop music because it's right here. If you're thinking that this is not a research topic, surprise, anything can be researched, anything can be made meaningful if you care about it, if you're passionate about it. You can look here. This is the 5 primary elements of hip hop culture, and you can check that out. The cool thing about this database is you can see how it breaks down the sources for you. We've got 11 articles on featured viewpoints. We've got academic journals on hip hop. What? We've got images, we've got magazines, we've got 47 other viewpoints, articles on viewpoints, videos here. And so take your time, scroll through, see what's interesting. If you just keep going down, you'll see what it looks like, keeping it real, linguistic models of authenticity, judgments for artificially generated rap lyrics, and you can find yourself in a mix of conversations. Another one standing out is hip hop is the soundtrack to Black Lives Matter protests, continuing a tradition that dates back to the blues. And again, I would be interested in that. So just to show you what this database looks like, I'm going to go ahead and click on it. BLM is something that we're all aware of, we're all becoming aware of, we're all influenced by, and really should be engaging in at this time to learn more and to care more. Here's our article commentary. Black America music protested the ways that police buttressed white political, economic, and social power. And then it gives you some questions to consider. And that is awesome. So you're already engaging in critical thinking here. It's helping you to do that. You have our related subjects. And again, if you haven't already done it, bust out that journal. In the center of your journal, write down your topic, if it's hip hop and BLM, and then branch off with subtopics. That's going to help keep you organized and help you realize and decide what do you want to talk about in your essay, what's your scope, what are your subtopics, and how are you going to navigate through those for your reader, with your reader, in an organized way, right? That is part of your task when you do research. If you haven't already heard of it, the most famous perhaps is the NWA, Fuck the Police, 1988. I was 9 years old, and I still remember that, right? It's a big one. And so you can look at the history of hip-hop in the context of social movements, social justice, resistance, hip-hop as a form of resistance. If that's what you're interested in, again, any topic can be made important if you care about it. I hope this helped a little bit. I know it was fast. Slow down, take your time, play with your search terms, follow that white rabbit through the rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland, and save your research on your computer. Go back and read it later. Get the articles that are really good and start navigating through those and find amazing ones. I wish you the best. I wish you luck and fun. Trust your intuition with research. You got this.